Am I being naive to be in disbelief of this? I'm being naive.
Yeah, I was shocked, but not really, Dr. Drew. You know, we've been talking about everything that's happening on college campuses, all the protests, the Mizzou campus, Yale, and just campuses across this country. And whenever I talk about students coming together and standing up and trying to make changes happen on campuses, I get a lot of pushback. And people say these students are whiny, they're babies, and the campuses are not there to coddle them. So I think that attitude that we're seeing when students do stand up is being demonstrated by this vicious attack on these African-American women. And I think what was so appalling to me, all the people on the bus that watched and did nothing to help these women. They're talking about maybe 34 people were involved somehow in this, and they said people stood there, watched them be called the N-word, physically assaulted, and not one person tried to stop them.
These are other students, other white students? I can't believe this.
They're being pretty close-lipped about the motive, although we know it's racial because the N-word is used. We know racial epithets were used during the attack, but we're not hearing much about who's involved. We have to assume they're students because one of the claims by the African-American women is that the students be expelled. So it's clear that they know in some ways who their attackers were, and they know that they're related to or somehow attached to the university.
Perfectly reasonable for the students to be expelled, but
well,
am I wrong to be in disbelief?
Listen, well, I was in a bit of shock as well, but I think I need more information.
Yes, me too.
I am not seeing a video, although you don't always have to have a video. But even
it was caught on video. It was caught on video.
I know, but I haven't seen the video.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I know there are videos, and there's World Star Hip Hop. Why is this not come across my feed is what I'm asking.
Well, it's not been released yet. There's no way to know what is exactly happened there until we get a chance to see it.
They said there was cell phone video. Listen, anytime people are being beat, kicked, this is a horrible thing. And even if it was not racial, people who are beating folk on the ground need to be disciplined and perhaps almost probably expelled.
Sure.
But I don't know. They said it started with an argument of some sort. So this leads me to believe that it may not have been racially motivated, although it became
but once
racial.
listen, obviously, once the N-word gets thrown around, it's racial. And Dr. Drew, as much as I love you, there's two things I think we know here. Number one is we need more information.
Yes.
Number two is this is very possible. Okay, we don't know what happened yet, but we do know that we live in a culture with a lot of racism, and that all of the studies about implicit racial bias among whites, for example,
but this is not about microaggressions.
Of racial bias. But that explains the people who sat by allegedly and did nothing, as if this really was a vicious
that's a bystander effect.
There are other explanations
as
for reasons people might not have done something.
assaults were going on next to them, and they don't stand up and do anything.
We don't know that.
Take race out of it. What happens when you see three? And that's what these women says. Look, black women deserve respect no matter who they are. So the fact that you have three women on a bus who are helpless, defenseless, and no one comes to their rescue, you can put race aside.